Hello there.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Getting you on the grind and improving your mind every single video. Make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not
Smash.
already. Today's quick discussion is basically going into what's going on recently with the mask mandates that is returning for the Lionsgate studio in Hollywood. And then also there's a school in Atlanta that's a liberal arts school that's also doing it. Guys, I want to be the first to say that I personally think you should not comply. Now, the first time this happened, a lot of people were inside, getting fat, being lazy. They were losing their minds, getting depressed, on pills, on constantly on Netflix. Meanwhile, Mike and I, we were running every single day when the gyms were closed. We were not complying. Every chance we did not have to wear a mask, we were not wearing a mask because we're not sheep like many people are, unfortunately, which also does make sense. In nature, throughout history, there's always been people that are just they just comply with whatever the government wants them to do, and then there are people who was like, "What? No nonsense," and they just don't comply. I don't see any reason to wear a mask
At all.
personally. Mike, what are your thoughts about this going on right
The,
now?
the for them to happen right now is odd to me because we haven't had the need for them in what feels like 2+ years now, at least as far as what I remember. Because I remember when everything first happened, okay, 3 years ago already, right? Like, I was like, okay, so they want us to wear masks. Okay, I have to wear one at work. Fine. Do I want to wear it? Not really. Do I need to wear it because I have to keep this job? Okay. I'm not happy about it, but here I am. I'm going to have to just do this because I need money and everyone else is like and all like the jobs are pretty much dying. So like, okay, I got to freaking actually do this. So whatever. I was like, I'm just going to not wear it when I'm not at work and whatever. And then in like 2021 and 2022, everyone was like, "Oh, this is pretty much over. Great, good." And we were already a year into running, so we were just like, "Whatever." Like, I'm not gonna wear it anymore. If they're gonna get rid of it, I'm just never gonna wear it ever again. Perfectly fine. I'm cool with that. That's what's gonna happen. And then there was no mask, and then the war in Ukraine started. War in Ukraine. Everything decided to just COVID went away over a year, and there was nothing about it, nothing at all. And then now, for some magical reason, there are two places in the United States that are like, oh yeah, no, they're gonna come back. We're gonna implement them again. What? What?
Yeah, if no one ever listened
What?
to this stuff, they would just not go away. Now, a few days ago, Alex Jones said something about that. He was like, "Oh, the TSA, whistleblower came in and said, oh, they're going to start implementing mask mandates," and it looks like Alex Jones might have been right again. Now, the real question is, who's going to follow the rules? You guys going to follow the rules? I'm probably not. I'm going to do my best to defy them, of course, because they're just meaningless. I did not wear a mask for like how long? No one around me really got corona. I never got corona, which surprisingly, because I was the biggest rebel of them all
I
at
I
my
had
job.
gotten
Yeah.
Corona, but in 2022, and it was just random, and I was like out of action for like 4 days, and it was just annoying. It wasn't like I was dying. I was just annoyed.
Corona probably tried to attack me, but I was just like, and just like went and just went right past me. I never really got concerned of it. I think the most important part is to remain stress free, to not really, not let the thought of getting it infiltrate your mind. Just live your daily life, complete the tasks that you have to do. Just be a man. Just do what you got to do. You can't really predict what nature's going to do unless, of course, it was made in a lab. I don't know, but whatever. But I really think that if people just did not really care about any of these things, like if no one just wore a mask, they just give up. I mean, they're not going to kick everyone out of the college campuses, then the college will go bankrupt. Really, like what I used to do, whatever I got the chance, I would just take the mask down because I don't want acne. I like the way my face looks, and I don't want masks to be ruining my skin. So I'm just not. I would try not to wear it anytime I could.
Yeah.
I try to be very smooth with the way I operate in life. I try not to be a dickhead and just pissing everybody off. Like, oh, look at me, I'm not wearing a mask, bitch ass. And then everybody would get mad at me, and then it would just cause controversy. It was unnecessary.
Yeah. It's
You got to be smart.
better to just not do it and be silent about it than to not do it and be like, oh, look at me, I'm not following the rules and you are. Like, that's dumb. That's unnecessary. That's childish, as you can clearly tell by how I was acting. And it's just dumb. Like there's no reason for it, and there's also no reason for people to be like, "Oh, you should be wearing a mask. Oh, you're not
Yeah,
wearing
don't
a
be a
mask."
moron.
Like, come on, bro. Like, who cares? Stop it. Get some help. Like,
Guys,
please.
stop caring whether other people wearing not wearing a mask when you are. Like, do what you can do. If you feel the need to yell at people who are not wearing masks, you're automatically low IQ. I said this on a Twitter post or X, Twitter. I basically said like I'm happy that mask mandates are coming back for some because now I know what retards to avoid.
I
Like if
know
I
who to avoid in
yeah,
public
yeah, like
and
usually
actually.
when I see someone wearing a mask now, like in a day-to-day basis, I usually just stay away from them because something's wrong with them. The fact that we're unless the less and in a rare exception is like an illness or something or something's wrong. Even though no one wore it before 2019,
Yeah.
before 2020, no one was wearing masks and everything, and I don't really find them to be effective. And it's been, there's been studies that proves that it's not really effective. So if I see someone wearing a mask, especially if it's like a couple and they're not even old or anything, I'm just like, okay, I'm staying away from you. Something's wrong with you. It's like no way, unless I'm like trolling or doing like a street interview that we'll probably do in the future. Maybe I'll yeah, but I just stay away from low IQ people. I try to stay with the smart people and it's just the way I roll.
And it's I because again, like we kind of well, like Andrew had kind of referenced before, we don't know for sure. At least at least not to my knowledge, at least, if this virus, this thing, right, was actually made in a lab or not. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have said that, and it's come out that that is possibly the truth. I don't really know for sure because clearly I'm not there, and clearly I'm not in those meetings where they talk
Ah,
about it.
yeah.
But if
I'm not
that
in the
is the
secret meetings.
case, right? If that's the case, how are these like it's so crazy that all these different variants are just popping up and they're doing all these crazy things. Like there was one apparently that happened like 6 or 8 months ago or whatever, that was pretty much this like a similar version of corona, but it was just very fatal, but it wasn't very transmissible, where corona was very transmissible but not fatal, right? And so it's weird to me that all these different variants of this virus are coming out so quickly and so rapidly. Like, I don't know. I feel like it would have to have come from a lab if it's like if this virus is actually like a living virus, right? And it's actually alive and it's was actually created in a way where it can evolve and stuff, and it was just thrown out into the world. Then it makes sense that it would just instantly start evolving and start changing itself because it's going into such different environments to try to survive. Where if coronavirus was just a virus that's just been out there, but like we haven't really done anything, it hasn't really done anything until now, it's then that to me doesn't make sense on how it would just evolve so quickly because it's if it has been there for so long, right? If it's been there for a long time, why would it just so happen to start varying so quickly and so rapidly in such a short amount of time compared to it being around for a long time? Does that make sense? Am I making sense? I don't know if you have any thoughts on that. Definitely leave it in the comments because I feel like it's weird to think because I have to believe it would be part of a lab experiment that they threw out into the wild, and then now because that it went out into the wild and it's trying to survive out there, it has to variate and make all these different things and do all these different strands and make people either die quickly or infect hundreds of people like two times faster than like any other virus out there. It's just weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah, guys, the solution here is, we need to get together and go to our states and the government and the institutions that are implementing these mandates, and we need to stand together and say, no, we do not vote to have this. We don't want this. We don't want to wear this. It's not effective. No matter what the CDC, who gives a shit, says, it doesn't work, obviously. No matter, everyone was wearing a mask in 2020, 2021, and people were still getting it like crazy. Didn't work, didn't like nothing happened. Nature's going to do what nature's going to do. You can't really stop it. Best thing you can do, live your life, try not to stress about it, and get together and just tell these institutions, no, we do not want mask mandates. It's not necessary. Let us go along with our lives. Let us show our faces. We don't care about what you have to say.
Exactly. It's I feel like at this point, it's either have let people have the freedom of choice. Let people have the freedom of, oh, okay, you can wear a mask if you like. You don't have to wear a mask if you don't want to. Just try to be safe for others, whatever. They can say whatever they want, but letting us have the freedom of choice, because this, at least where we are, this is America. We have freedoms. We have freedom. At least we believe
Mostly.
so. At least we believe so. And the best part of America is having the freedom of choice, the freedom to do what we want to do, being able to do the things that we want in a safe and legal manner, right? And so, by it not being illegal to not wear a mask or to wear a mask or whatever, we should be allowed to do so and be able to go about life, even though there might be, someone trying to put mask restrictions on places or people or whatever. You should still have the freedom to choose to or not to wear. And if you realize that the government is just randomly starting to drop all these restrictions on you and start trying to stop you from either going to stores, going outside, eating meat, eating all these different foods, that are good for you, they're trying to force you to do certain things that you don't want to do. There is an issue there you should probably look into, because that is a problem. We have the freedom to do and eat, or be wherever we want, and so we should be allowed to do so. And if the government is trying to force us to do something that they want us to do, that is just showing you that there is some sort of problem with the government, either with the government or with whoever is in control of that.
Yeah, guys. So definitely just be mindful of this whole thing. Keep your eyes open. Be aware of what's going on out there. Stay consistent. Just try to be healthy in all the other aspects of ways you can control in your own life. And definitely let us know in the comment section what you guys think about the mask mandates coming back. What are you going to do? Are you going to comply? You're not going to comply? Are you going to actually try to make an effort to get some laws changed? What's going to happen? Definitely let us know. We're going to end this video by showing you a meme, and we're going to see you guys in the next video.